Namaste and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to explore Guru Nanak Jayanti, a day dedicated to celebrating the birth of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the first Guru of Sikhism. This is a time not only to celebrate but also to understand the deeper wisdom behind Guru Nanak Dev Ji's teachings. We will also discuss some fascinating mythological stories about Guru Nanak Dev Ji and some astrological insights that make this day even more special. So, Guru Nanak Dev Jayanti, also known as Gurpurab, falls on Kartik Purnima, the full moon day in the month of Kartik. This day is significant for its spiritual vibrations. It reminds us to live a life of service, humility, and equality. Guru Nanak Dev Ji's three main teachings: Naam Japna, which means remembering God; Kirat Karo means honest work; and Vand Chakko means sharing with others, are relevant even today. Let's explore some of the mythological stories surrounding Guru Nanak Dev Ji. The first story was this is one of the most well known stories is when Guru Nanak Ji disappeared in the river for 3 days. At that time, he was 30 years old. People believed he had drowned, but after 3 days he emerged enlightened and uttered the words, Na koi Hindu, na koi Musalman. There is no Hindu, no Muslim. This was a powerful message emphasizing that all humans are equal and that the energy of God or the divine energy goes beyond religion. The story also symbolizes a spiritual rebirth. Just as water cleanses the body, Guru Nanak Ji's immersion in the river symbolized the cleansing of the soul, returning with a message of unity and universal brotherhood. Another significant story about Guru Nanak Ji when his father gave him 20 rupees to do business. Instead of buying goods for trade, Guru Nanak Ji used the money to feed hungry people. And when his father questioned him, Guru Nanak Ji explained that feeding the hungry was the true bargain. This story teaches us that spiritual wealth is more valuable than material wealth. Another story where Guru Nanak Ji traveled widely to spread his message, including a visit to Makkah Medina. It is said that when he was resting and his feet were pointing towards the Kaaba, the holiest site in Islam, a priest told him to move his feet away. But Guru Nanak Ji calmly replied, Turn my feet where God does not exist. This shows his belief in the omnipresence of the God or the divine energy. These stories highlight his universal message: God is one, and all religions ultimately lead to the same truth. Let's shift gears and move towards the astrological insight side. Guru Nanak Jayanti falls on Kartik Purnima, a full moon day known for its high spiritual energy. Let's understand why this day is significant. The full moon on Kartik Purnima symbolizes mental clarity and spiritual enlightenment. In astrology, the moon represents the mind and emotions. And on this day, the moon is at its peak brightness, signifying an opportunity to connect deeply with your inner self. Guru Nanak Ji's birth on this day aligns with the cosmic energy of enlightenment and divine wisdom. Kartik Purnima often sees favorable planetary alignments as well that enhances spiritual growth. The sun, which symbolizes our soul, and the moon, which symbolizes our mind, they are in perfect harmony on this day, creating an ideal time for spiritual practices. And this balance reflects Guru Nanak Ji's teachings of living a balanced life where the mind and soul are aligned with the truth and service. Let's also understand the nakshatra that falls on this particular day. The full moon of Kartik Purnima usually falls in Kritika Nakshatra or Rohini Nakshatra. Kritika Nakshatra represents purification and transformation, while Rohini Nakshatra is associated with creativity and nurturing. Now, Guru Nanak Ji's life focused on these energies, which was all about transforming society through his teachings and nurturing humanity with his compassion. Further, if we think from Kundalini perspective, astrologers often associate Kartik Purnima with the activation of higher chakras, especially the Sahasrara chakra, which is the crown chakra. This is the chakra of divine connection and enlightenment. Guru Nanak Ji's teachings encourage self realization and a direct connection with the divine, aligning with this cosmic energy. In order to understand this better, you can also think of the full moon as a bright street light that helps you see clearly at night. Similarly, Kartik Purnima provides spiritual clarity, helping us reflect on our lives. Just as we clean our house during Diwali, we can use this day to cleanse our mind through meditation and good deeds. And friends, Guru Nanak Ji Dev Ji's teachings are not just philosophical, they are practical even today. Let's look at the three teachings that he had. First was Naam Japna. Even if you spend 5 minutes daily in gratitude or meditation, this will help you calm your mind, much like taking a short break from work to refresh yourself. His second teaching was Kirat Karo. Whether you're a student or a working professional, if you do your work honestly and wholeheartedly, think of how fulfilling it feels when you complete a task sincerely. The third teaching of Guru Nanak Dev Ji was Vand Chakko, which means sharing does not always mean money. It could be sharing your time, knowledge, or even a kind word. Imagine the joy of helping someone with their studies or lending a hand in household daily activities as well. So, friends, Guru Nanak Jayanti is a reminder to live a life of simplicity, service, and spiritual connection. Let's take this day as an opportunity to practice his teachings in our daily lives. And remember one thing, spirituality is not just about big rituals, it's about acts of kindness and living with integrity. So that's all for today. If you found this video helpful, do share it with your friends and family. And also do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's spread the wisdom of Guru Nanak Dev Ji and create a more compassionate world. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Thank you. Namaste.